Welcome back. It's Charter California Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We are joined by Lisa Ray. You know her well. She runs the Children's Resources Network. We are also joined by her friend, Marcela Santiago. She is with Centro Binacional para el Desarrollo Indígena Oaxaqueño, which is what?
Binational Center for Indigenous Communities.
Tell us more about the organization, what it does, and what you do.
Well, we help indigenous people who don't speak Spanish and speak Mixteco fill out their papers, interpret, and some other information they might need about their rights or...
What's remarkable to me, and I've learned today, there is a significant population of Oaxacans living on the Central Coast who may or may not speak Spanish, but absolutely speak one of the native languages of Oaxaca, most specifically Mixteco. You speak Mixteco.
Yeah, I speak Mixteco.
And so you have become a valuable resource for these individuals who are literally serving the people of this nation their fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah, I work in the fields picking strawberries. While working there, I saw the need of people who don't know how to speak Spanish, who speak Mixteco, that they needed people to help them to interpret or read their papers that come in English or fill them out.
How did you meet this remarkable young woman, Lisa Ray?
Well, I work a lot with the Migrant Education Program, and actually Blanca, who is a district representative for Congresswoman Lois Capps. And so they know that there is great need on the Central Coast for providing resources and humanitarian assistance to the children of the farm workers.
And that's what you've been doing with the Children's Resource Network, providing clothing for these children. We know about your closets, your teen closets, your senior closets. You have been serving their needs. Talk to us about what you see from your side of the equation when you meet these children, when you meet people like Marcela, who obviously is incredibly gifted and all of that.
I see a beautiful, humble community that is really living in great poverty here on the Central Coast that really needs our help and our assistance. And with our programs, I've noticed that there is a need to provide them with assistance in obtaining different resources to serve their families' needs.
Marcela, it's one thing to decide, oh, I'm going to help some friends. You went way above and beyond that. Why?
Because, well, I came to the United States when I was 4 years old. I didn't know how to speak English.
Did you know how to speak Spanish?
A little bit.
But mostly Mixteco?
Yeah, mostly Mixteco. So I started going to school and I started to see my mom didn't know how to speak Spanish, so I taught her how to speak Spanish.
Can I tell you, I would bet that if we asked 100 people on the Central Coast, what language do the farm workers speak, they're not going to say Mixteco.
That's right.
They're going to say Spanish. Well, some surely do, most surely do, plenty don't. And so continue.
Yeah, and when I was 10, well, I saw how hard my mom was working for me, so I told her I wanted to go to work in the fields with her, but she told me that I needed to go to school to get an education and be someone in life, and I'll work with like her. She's right now 60 years old, and she works in the fields too, and it's really hard for me seeing her working in the fields with me to be able to pay the rent.
You're amazing.
Yeah.
We at Charter, you're tearing up, I'm tearing up. We at Charter are glad to be working with you yet again on a new project. It's called a Video Electronic Resource Guide. Tell us about it.
Yes, I'm very thankful for Charter support in this because it's so important. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be providing a video that has information in a very simplified form for humanitarian assistance and for food, for shelter, for educational support, for legal support, for clothing, school supplies, any basic resources and necessities for the families.
You'll come back, you'll tell us more about that.
Absolutely.
You're a saint.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Brad Pomerance. We're going to send you back to HLN.
Thank you.